Anna's excitement is contagious. Tomorrow can't get here soon enough. Let's see what happens next. The night was sleepless for Anna as her mind raced from one thing to another. She thought about her interaction with James and couldn't wait to see him in the morning. She knew she shouldn't be too eager, but she didn't care how she looked anymore. She was going immediately when she could escape. She made her plan. She would tell everyone she would investigate the possibility of the craft being used within the farms. She knew her mom would be concerned, but she would convince her that she would just ask some questions. Anna would make sure to tell them she would be home about 10 p.m. That would give her plenty of time to investigate and to be with James. The sun finally poured through her window. Well, poured was a stretch. It peeped through her curtains. Anna then showered and prepared for her day. She took extra time with her makeup and hair. She put her hair in a high ponytail and curled it to perfection. She still chose to wear shorts and a t-shirt, but she picked walking shorts instead of denim and a new V-neck t-shirt instead of her usual ratty, dirty one. Anna had been known to wear clothes that were threadbare and all stained, so she chose to present herself a little better today. She hoped James would be impressed by her, not feel sorry for the seemingly homeless girl she represented. Anna's plan worked just as she thought it would. Renee gave her a list of do's and don'ts and tried to get her to agree to take someone along with her. Anna finally won the battle. Kimmy could tell there was an ulterior motive, so she didn't insist on accompanying her. Lana and Brady had made plans for the day, so she was in the clear. Renee offered to go, but she had a meeting during the morning hours and knew Anna wanted to go early, so she didn't argue. "I promise I will be careful and not push too hard," Anna said. "Okay, call me at lunch just to check in, okay?" Renee asked. Anna agreed. She thought her mom suspected something, but Renee never asked, so Anna never offered any information. She took the Hummer as her sandals were not conducive to the bike. The closer she got to the farm, the more nervous she became. Never in all her years had she been this affected by the opposite sex, or either sex for that matter. She found a parking spot and took the time to check her makeup in the visor mirror. When she felt she looked as good as she would get, she headed to the gate. "Good morning, beauty," the gatekeeper greeted. "Good morning. So nice to see you again," Anna said. She recognized the man as the one from their first visit. His go-to greeting must be beauty, as this was the greeting he used with her mother too. He kissed Anna's cheek after she signed the book. Then she passed through and headed in the direction of James's house. Anna didn't stop at any of the usual spots along the way. Instead, she hurried along until she saw the familiar cottage ahead. She expected to see James emerge from inside, but he didn't. She started to knock when she saw a note sticking from the screen door with her name on the front. Anna's heart sank and her insecurities rushed her. Had he changed his mind about seeing her today? She slowly opened the letter, fearing its contents. It said, "Dearest Anna, I'm sorry if I am not here upon your arrival. There was a situation at my cousin's house with his bull, and I needed to help. Please, please don't leave. Feel free to go inside and make yourself at home. There are snacks and more of Brenda's lemonade. Please don't leave. I will be back as quickly as I can." It was signed, "With all my love, James." As tempting as the lemonade sounded, there was no way Anna was sitting here, bored and nervous, waiting for him. Maybe she could be of some help. After all, she was stronger, faster, and more resilient than the mortals. That beast could hurt one of them. It could hurt her James. She wasn't going to sit back and wait for that to happen. Nope, no way. She remembered the direction James had pointed out when he spoke of his cousins, and she was on her way. She stuck the note in her pocket. She was silly that way. She would date it and keep it for as long as she lived. It was, after all, his first letter to her. She giggled as she thought of him saying, "Please, please don't leave." It must have been heart-wrenching to leave home knowing she would arrive and find him gone. She refused to give him any cause for doubt or pain of any kind. She would, at least, show up and show him she wouldn't leave. She would never leave him, not ever. It didn't take long before she knew she was heading in the right direction. She heard several voices screaming, "Get him! This way! Run him this way!" Then she heard, No, be careful! Get out of the way! She turned around a bend, and there, standing right in her path, was the biggest, meanest-looking black bull she had ever seen in her life. It wasn't like she had much experience with these animals, but she did know they meant business when they were mad. This thing looked pretty pissed off. She wasn't sure where it was supposed to go or in what direction, but she knew she wanted it gone. It was dangerous and massive. The bull stood perfectly still, staring directly into her eyes. He blew and snorted, but never moved. The bull was mad, but he wasn't stupid. He knew she was a predator and that she could end him in a minute if she wanted to. Suddenly, running up behind the massive beast was a group of sweaty, ill-prepared mortals. The bull turned its muscular neck to see the group standing motionless behind it. It turned back to face Anna and decided its best chance lay with the group of humans to its rear. He turned and walked calmly back in the direction of the people. They parted like the Red Sea, and he walked right between them toward his home. He found the same break in the fence through which he had broken free, and hopped right back into his barbed wire cell. All the humans just stood with their mouths hanging open. They had expected this to be a fight, and that someone would indeed be injured in the recapture of their bull, but he gave up and returned on his own. Then all the eyes landed on Anna. She stood silently, and with nothing left to do, she waved. Hi, is that where he was supposed to go? If not, maybe I could help get him where he needs to be. James came running from the group's rear, took Anna by her hands, and kissed her cheek. Are you okay? He didn't hurt you, did he? Clearly, he didn't understand the relationship between immortals and the animal kingdom. Most animals knew they were inferior, and they complied with the wishes of the immortals. However, she did find it sweet that he was so concerned about her well-being. She decided to play along. Shoo, yes, I'm fine. He just about scared me to death, she lied. Well, you're okay now. Let me help him with the fence. Is that okay? James asked. Of course. Can I come too? Or would it be too weird for your family? Anna asked. You'd better come, James said. He had a huge smile on his face and beamed with pride with her by his side. The bull moved to the very backside of the fenced-in area. This made the fence repair much safer, and Anna just acted like she didn't know he would do that when she approached. That is the biggest bull I have ever seen in my life, Anna said, staring at the massive Goliath in the field. Every muscle on the bull's massive frame glistened with sweat. He snorted and pawed at the ground, but Anna knew this was bravado. He would never confront her in a threatening manner. She continued to act like a girl, which was way out of her comfort zone. She wanted the men to be men here. They kept telling the females to stay back until the bull was secured behind the barrier. She let them have that. It didn't hurt anything to let James feel like her protector for a while. At some point, he would know he wasn't, but she didn't want that taken from him just yet. It kind of felt good to have someone other than her mother want to protect her. As Anna stood watching the men fix the fencing, an older woman walked up beside her. Hello, I'm Nellie, James's aunt, the woman said. Hello, Anna Reed. It looks like you have had an eventful morning so far, Anna said. Yes, I wanted to say thank you. I know you caused that hard-headed bull to come back, so thank you. I'm so afraid the boys are going to get killed fooling with him, but they don't hear reason, Nellie said, shaking her head. I didn't do a thing. I was just at the right place at the right time, is all. I'm glad he went in with no problem, Anna said. Well, the two men working on the fence are my sons, Kurt and Kyle. The blonde woman over here is Violet, Kurt's partner, and the other is Tilly. She is Kyle's friend, and we hope she is to be his partner sometime soon. Then there is my James. He is my sister's son. I raised him after she passed. He is the sweetest boy in the world, she explained. Anna thought, maybe Nellie is trying to tell me he's sensitive, please don't break his heart. That has been my experience with him so far as well. He is a really nice person, Anna said. She stood staring at the sweat-covered back of her James, and she noticed the muscles growing and deflating as he worked. She saw the similarity between the men and that bull. They were all hot, sweaty, and aggravated with one another. Both were fighting for the alpha male position in the relationship, and due to Anna's assistance, the humans had won this one. But she still understood that without her there, that could have ended much differently. The humans would have still won the war, but at what cost? Angry humans could have killed the bull after it took the life of one of the precious mortals. The fight for dominance would have been for nothing. Nellie noticed the way Anna watched James, and she smiled a knowing smile. She had seen this look before. It was the way she looked at her partner. It was full of wonder and respect. She hoped this young immortal would be the way James repaired his damaged heart. He had never been the same after the death of his mother. He loved his extended family. He always joined in on family affairs, but he missed his mother fiercely. She wanted him to feel like he belonged somewhere, to someone. Anna's look made her feel hopeful that it would be a great one, even though this would be a difficult pairing. Nellie watched James peek up every now and then to see Anna staring at him. He always made a point to stretch or lift something to make his male attributes more prominent. The men made quick work of the fence. They watched the old bull closely, but Anna knew he wouldn't come anywhere near her. She stayed close enough to make sure he didn't. "Okay, I think we got it now," James said. "You two don't rush off. Come up and get some water. You are burning up," Nellie said. Everyone made their way up to Nellie's little cottage and sat on the covered porch. Nellie gave everyone tall glasses of ice-cold water and reminded them not to drink it too fast. They did anyway. Anna sipped hers, as her mother would have instructed her to do. She would always say, "You can tell a lady's character by how she drinks and eats." James gulped it down and wiped the sweat from his brow with the back of his hand. Everyone talked for a while and laughed about the bull's antics. "How is Caleb doing?" James asked. "He's much better. He is just really sore. That will teach him," Nellie said. James remembered Anna didn't know Caleb, so he explained that Caleb was Nellie's third son. He was messing with that same bull, and it had won. It had rolled him around on the ground and stomped at him, but thankfully hadn't dealt a fatal blow. "Oh, that's terrible. I'm glad he is feeling better now," Anna said. She looked over to the massive bull in the field and knew this thing was a killer. He would have been glad to take Caleb's life. All he wanted was to be free. He, unlike the mortals, knew he was a prisoner here, and he would never accept it. She feared the beast, not for what it could do to her, but what it could do to James or her new friends here. Mortals had risked their lives for as long as they had used animals for work or food. It seemed like too great a risk when one could easily be killed. Time had taken her memories of being mortal, so it was beyond her understanding. "Does he have a name?" Anna asked. "Who?" James asked. "The bull," she answered. She hoped she didn't sound foolish, but she really wanted to know. "Oh, yes, his name is Titan," Kyle answered. James snickered a little, and Anna turned to glare at him. "What? He needed a name if he didn't have one," Anna explained. No, it's just cute is all. You wanted him to have an identity." "Oh, he has one all right. He is an ass. Titan fits him, though. I mean, just look at him. He is a Titan," James said. "That he is," Anna agreed. After visiting for an appropriate amount of time, Anna and James set off for his home. They held hands and talked all the way back to the cottage. Finally, he stopped underneath a beautiful maple tree in his yard, whose leaves were barely hanging on to the branches. He took Anna's face in his hands and kissed her. He kissed her with passion and fire. It felt as though his life poured through the softness of his lips. She stared into his eyes and embraced him tightly. She held him as if she never wanted to let him go, and she didn't. Anna noticed the sun's position in the sky and told James she needed to call her mother to check in. He gave her some privacy and went inside to turn on the AC. "Hey, Mom," Anna said as her mother picked up on the second ring. "Hey, are you having a good time? Have you found out anything yet?" Renee asked. "No, not yet, but I will," Anna answered. "Call before you leave for home, okay?" Renee asked. "Sure will. Love you," Anna agreed. "Love you, baby," Renee said. Anna opened up the squeaky screen door and went inside. She saw James cutting a sandwich diagonally and putting chips on a paper plate. I made us some lunch. It's just a ham sandwich and chips, but it will fill your holler tooth, James said. Sounds perfect, Anna said. She hadn't realized she had her phone on speakerphone, so James had heard her conversation with Renee. I'm sorry, I wasn't eavesdropping, but I couldn't help but hear your mom ask if you had found out anything. So what are you trying to find out? James asked. First, I want to make sure you know that is not why I am here. I do have some questions, but if you don't want to answer them, that is fine. I just like being with you, Anna said. She was scared he might think she wasn't being honest about her feelings for him. She didn't want him to think she was being covert in any way. Does this have something to do with your friend Kimmy? You know I will help if I can, and you came here before that horrible nightmare, so I know you might have liked me a little before your questions, James said. He held his fingers apart as if he were demonstrating how much a little bit was, and had that sneaky look in his eyes. I just don't ever want you to think badly of me. I really want to see where this goes between us, Anna explained. Me too. I really like you, Anna. I think we have a weird connection. I can't explain it, but I don't ever want you to go. Of course, you can ask me anything you want. I will do my best to answer. If I don't know, I will find someone who does. How does that sound? James said. Remember when I said Kimmy was abducted? Well, did you ever wonder how someone could abduct an immortal? Anna asked. I did, James said. The man used chains that were spelled. I don't know if you understand what that means, but it was chains she can't break. No female can ever break them. The only problem with that is that no immortal can do witchcraft. Humans can, though. So how did he get them? They were new for sure. They weren't ancient, so we are investigating if there are any witches practicing magic on the farm. I don't know if you know, but there are many farms all over the world, but there are only 3 between here and where she was taken. So we thought we would start here and work our way out to the others. He could have gotten them anywhere, but this is our best bet for now. Do you know anything about that kind of stuff? Anna asked. James sat for a few minutes and seemed to be weighing the situation out. He took Anna's hand in his, and they were locked in a trusting circle. Oh, this is so wonderful! Can't wait for you to join me for the second half of this exciting chapter. Until next time, bye for now.